The year was 2013. The Catholic Church, steeped in tradition, awaited its new leader. From the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, a name echoed across St. Peter's Square: Jorge Mario Bergoglio. The world held its breath. This was no ordinary cardinal. This was Pope Francis, the first pope from the Americas. He was the first from the Southern Hemisphere. And he was the first Jesuit pope. This was a moment of unprecedented change. His journey began far from Rome, in the bustling city of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Born into a family of Italian immigrants, Jorge Mario Bergoglio's life was a tapestry woven from humble beginnings and a deep-seated faith. His story is one of unwavering compassion, radical humility, and an unshakable commitment to social justice. It's a story that continues to inspire millions around the world. Pope Francis's papacy has been anything but ordinary. He has challenged the status quo, embraced the marginalized, and championed dialogue. His words and actions have resonated far beyond the walls of the Vatican, touching lives and igniting hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. Jorge Mario Bergoglio was born on December 17, 1936. He was raised in the working-class neighborhood of Flores, Buenos Aires. His parents, Mario José Bergoglio and Regina Maria Savori, had emigrated from Italy. His upbringing was modest, but instilled in him a strong work ethic and deep Catholic faith. He attended technical school, earning a diploma in chemistry. This scientific background would later inform his encyclical on the environment. However, young Jorge felt a different calling. He felt drawn to the priesthood. In 1958, he entered the Society of Jesus, commonly known as the Jesuits. The Jesuits, known for their intellectual rigor and commitment to social justice, would profoundly shape Bergoglio's worldview. He embraced their emphasis on service, particularly to the poor and marginalized. This commitment would become a hallmark of his ministry, from the slums of Buenos Aires to the papacy. After his ordination as a priest in 1969, Father Bergoglio quickly rose within the Jesuit order. He served as novice master, professor, and rector. His leadership qualities were evident, and his intellectual depth garnered respect. In 1973, he became the Jesuit provincial superior in Argentina. This was a significant responsibility, overseeing all Jesuit activities in the country. However, Argentina in the 70s was a turbulent time, marked by political instability and the brutal military dictatorship. Father Bergoglio navigated this complex period with courage and compassion. He secretly helped protect threatened individuals, including fellow Jesuits, from the regime. His actions during this dark period demonstrated remarkable bravery and a deep commitment to human rights. His dedication and leadership did not go unnoticed. In 1992, he was appointed Auxiliary Bishop of Buenos Aires. 5 years later, he became Archbishop of Buenos Aires, a testament to his growing influence within the Church. Then, in 2001, Pope John Paul II elevated him to the College of Cardinals. This marked him as a potential candidate for the papacy. When Pope Benedict XVI made the unprecedented decision to resign in 2013, the Catholic world was in shock. The conclave of cardinals gathered in Rome to elect a new leader. Among them was Cardinal Bergoglio, a figure known for his humility, his concern for the poor, and his commitment to reform. On March 13, 2013, white smoke billowed from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. Cardinal Bergoglio had been chosen. He took the name Francis in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, the saint of poverty and peace. This choice sent a powerful message about the direction he envisioned for his papacy. The election of Pope Francis was a watershed moment. He was the first pope from the Americas, a region where Catholicism was vibrant and growing. His Jesuit background, with its focus on social justice and intellectual engagement, marked a departure from recent popes. The world watched, eager to see what this humble, unassuming man would bring to the papacy. From the outset, Pope Francis emphasized a message of mercy, compassion, and humility. He chose to live in the Vatican guest house rather than the opulent papal apartments. He washed the feet of prisoners, including women and Muslims, during Holy Thursday rituals. These gestures, simple yet profound, resonated deeply with people both inside and outside the church. He called for a poor church for the poor, urging the church to focus on the marginalized and those on the peripheries of society. He challenged the church to embrace a culture of encounter, encouraging dialogue and understanding across differences. His words and actions were a breath of fresh air, a call for a more compassionate and inclusive church. He also addressed controversial issues head-on. He spoke out against clericalism, the abuse of power by church leaders. He called for greater roles for women in the church, though he stopped short of advocating for women's ordination. He stressed the importance of environmental stewardship, issuing the landmark encyclical on caring for our common home. Section 6. Building bridges and breaking barriers. Pope Francis understood the power of dialogue and diplomacy. He worked to build bridges between the Catholic Church and other faiths. He met with leaders of other Christian denominations, as well as representatives of Islam, Judaism, and other religions. His efforts fostered greater understanding and respect between different faith communities. He played a pivotal role in restoring diplomatic relations between the United States and Cuba after decades of estrangement. He addressed the U.S. Congress, urging lawmakers to embrace compassion and work for the common good. He traveled to conflict zones, including the Central African Republic and Iraq, to promote peace and reconciliation. He also reached out to those who felt marginalized within the church. He showed greater openness to divorced and remarried Catholics, recognizing their pain and seeking ways to welcome them more fully. He met with LGBTQ individuals and groups, emphasizing the importance of treating all with respect and dignity. Section 7. Facing challenges, embracing dialogue. Pope Francis's papacy was not without its challenges. He faced resistance from conservative elements within the church who were wary of his reforms. He faced criticism for his handling of the sexual abuse crisis, although he took steps to address it, including establishing a Vatican commission on the issue. Undeterred, he continued to push for a more synodal church, one where all members, clergy and laity alike, could participate in dialogue and decision-making. He convened the Synod on Synodality, a 2-year process of listening and discernment for the global church. This initiative aimed to foster greater participation and communion within the church. He also continued to speak out against injustice and oppression, condemning war, poverty, and the exploitation of the poor. He challenged the global community to address climate change, urging action to protect the planet for future generations. He called for a more just and equitable world where all could live in dignity and peace. Section 8. The Pope's Twilight Years. Despite advancing age, Pope Francis continued his work with remarkable energy and vigor into the 2020s. He published 2 autobiographies, Life in 2024 and the posthumously released Hope in 2025. The books offered intimate glimpses into his personal journey and his vision for the Church. He also remained committed to his pastoral duties. He made a historic visit to Corsica in December 2024, the first by a reigning pope. He continued to meet with world leaders, address global issues, and inspire millions with his message of hope and compassion. In December 2024, a shocking revelation came to light. Pope Francis had survived 2 assassination attempts during his visit to Iraq in 2021. The details, shrouded in secrecy until then, highlighted the very real dangers he faced as a global figure who challenged the status quo. Section 9. A Legacy of Hope and Compassion. On April 21, 2025, Pope Francis passed away at the age of 88. His death, after a brief hospitalization for cerebral apoplexy, brought an end to a remarkable papacy that had captivated the world. His unpublished testament, released posthumously, offered final words of guidance and inspiration to the faithful. Pope Francis left behind a legacy of profound impact. He had reshaped the papacy, making it more accessible and focused on the needs of the marginalized. He had revitalized the Church's social teaching, making it a powerful voice for justice and peace in the world. He had inspired millions with his humility, his compassion, and his unwavering commitment to building a better world. His papacy was a testament to the power of hope and the transformative potential of faith. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come, urging them to embrace mercy, pursue justice, and build a world where all can live in dignity and peace. He will be remembered as the Pope of the Poor, a true shepherd who lived his faith